I'm pretty sure most of you heard of the Super Bowl or have seen the Super Bowl. Um, what Patrick Mahomes won it last year. And actually, I was rooting for him this year to win. Not gonna lie. Only reason I was going against Tampa Bay is because of Jameis Winston in that whole situation. Now, me, obviously, I'm a Florida State fan. Sad season, yeah, I know. Sad few years. But so all right, well, first of all, the game, let's just work our way into it. I actually got it layered a different way here anyway. So, let's just talk about the game. The game itself started out like any other football game. Black national anthem, because segregation. They say they don't want segregation, but you play two different national anthems. And I have still to this day don't know what the black national anthem is. Didn't know it existed until this football season. But and I hate the people that always say, "Well, I only watch the Super Bowl for the commercials." I've always hated those people. They mean me nothing in this life. Don't get me wrong. The Super Bowl or the commercials are funny. They are witty. But this year, there was a different tone to these commercials. But we're going to get into that we're going to get to that in a second. Now, Jameis Winston, like I said, I'm a Florida State fan, so I always want alumni to do good in the NFL. No matter who they are, EJ Manuel, Christian Ponder, especially quarterbacks, I always want them to succeed. But so far, Jameis Winston has, in my opinion, him and EJ Manuel have done the best as far as leaving Florida State and playing in the NFL as a quarterback. I still think there's a lot of potential left. I still thought there was a lot of potential left in EJ Manuel, but Jameis Winston, I feel like he just needs to get on the right team. Now, I don't have anything against Tom Brady. Honestly, he is the best quarterback, I think, in the NFL to ever play. You know, you got your Joe Montana and all those guys, but I guess in my generation, Tom Brady, the greatest of all time. And apparently, Tom Brady is a racist for winning. And if you support Tom Brady, then you're a white supremacist. All these things. He had a MAGA hat in his somebody found a MAGA hat in his locker or something one day. So yeah, apparently until like all these other years, it didn't matter. But leading up until this year, Tom Brady's a racist. He's showing his white privilege and all that, a bunch of nonsense. And of course, all of this is coming from people that have no idea what football is. They've probably only seen a football on TV, never seen it in person. These are the type of people who are saying this type of stuff. They don't know how anything works in football. So, like I said, I kind of fell out with Tampa Bay because they got rid of Jameis Winston. But, I mean, you want to win. You're in it for money. It's all about winning. And Jameis Winston just wasn't getting it. But, I mean, if you surrounded him with Gronkowski and Antonio Brown, then maybe we could have got something done with Jameis Winston. But, you know, it is what it is. So now I'm a Saints fan for now. So I'm hoping that Jameis Winston can do something. And I'm just so happy that he calmed down when he left Tallahassee. Like, that's I don't know if you guys have kept up with anything that he did in Tallahassee at Florida State. But, you know, jumping on the table, saying F right in the P, getting into trouble, stealing crab legs. That's a whole nother story. I'm not even going to get into that right now. But all the things that got him in trouble, and he had one incident, I think, in the NFL, but it was quickly they got rid of that. So, like I said, I hope the guy does better. But anyway, we're talking about the Super Bowl here. But as far as the game goes, Patrick Mahomes' team just did not show up for the game. He could not complete any passes or anything like that. But I don't think that's not going to hold him back. He's still a great quarterback, and I think Kansas City I don't think Kansas City is going to be his final home. I think someone's going to come along with a better offer eventually, and he's going to go to a better team. But I mean, he's already won the Super Bowl with Kansas City, so I mean, clearly they just had a bad game. And I'm just wondering, why didn't Tampa Bay, like, nobody was catching like they were with Tom Brady. I mean, you could argue that Jameis was throwing interceptions here and there, but how come the defense wasn't playing like that when Jameis was there? Shut down defense. I mean, like, they shut down Patrick Mahomes. But anyway, so looking at, just to dive into a few of the commercials, like I said, some of the commercials are pretty good when it comes to the Super Bowl, because, you know, people are spending, companies are spending all this ad money to make sure that they get their product out there in a creative, fun way. So they spend a lot of money for these slots. Now, I want to say that I think that you can go check this, but from what I remember, what I read, I think viewership was down like by 114 million people this year for the Super Bowl. I'm not 100% sure. I think that's about right. The article that I had read. Oh, I think I froze right there for a second. But I honestly wasn't gonna watch it, except my brother-in-law, he wanted to watch it, so I went over. I mean, it's Super Bowl, wings, beer, football. So I mean, and socially distancing. That's the one of the main things that I cannot get over. When are we gonna? I'm gonna jump into this a little bit later too. But when are we gonna be able to take these damn masks off? I'm so sick of this. Like, the job I'm at now, like, I have to wear a mask, so my skin is just, I break out sometimes and stuff. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, the with the commercials and stuff. Now, the one that really stood out to me was the Bruce Springsteen. Am I saying that right? Springsteen. So not only was this commercial made no sense at all. It had nothing to do with Jeep. It had nothing to do with Unity. And probably nobody knew who Bruce Springsteen was. Probably nobody knew who he was. Hey, little girl, is your granddaddy home? Oh, man. But the thing with this whole Bruce Springsteen thing, it made no sense. It had nothing to do with Unity, and it made me not want to ever buy a Jeep again. I never want to buy another Jeep. I bought one Jeep in my life, and that commercial made me want to never buy one again. These people, the people that are doing this, they keep talking about unity this, unity that, when they started out with the Black National Anthem, separating black people again from everybody else. We already have a national anthem, and I don't think, maybe a remix, maybe, but nothing's gonna beat the original. But we don't need another one. But yeah, that was weird to me, seeing the Black National Anthem still. I haven't really watched football all year, except college. As soon as the NFL started kneeling for the flag and the national anthem and all that, the Black National Anthem, all this division, then I said, all right, well, I'm done with this football season. I'm done watching. Like I said, I didn't know who was playing in the Super Bowl until after NFC AFC championship. So that's like the game before the Super. Well, I guess nobody knew then, right? But I didn't start paying attention. I didn't know even who was in the Final Four leading up to the Super Bowl. Man, that is good. It's just some Kool-Aid with some extra stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, the division just keeps on growing with this. And oh, I didn't even see that comment. What's up? How you doing, brother? I didn't even see that. I'm used to just talking to myself, so I'm not even really paying attention to the comments. So yeah, what's going on? Anyway, yeah, the division. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, so like I said, I was rooting for Patrick Mahomes in the gang. Like I said, simply right. People are calling Tom Brady racist because he won the Super Bowl in Black History Month. When there's been a lot of white quarterbacks. There's been a lot of white quarterbacks that have won because the Super Bowl has been in February for a while now. I think it used to be in like January or something like that, and then it kept getting pushed back, and then it finally made it to February. It just kept getting pushed back. But yeah, the unity thing is just weird. They keep talking about unity, but they keep showing division with everything they do. White people and black people obviously getting treated differently. So I mean, it's just weird. Sorry, I'm looking at some other stuff here. But so like I said, I was rooting for Patrick Mahomes, but just because of the Jameis Winston thing. And what is it? Oh, so the halftime show. Let's talk about the halftime show. Now, before I even comment on it, I like The Weeknd. I love his music. I love everything that he's got going on. Love his sound, his voice, all that stuff. But was this the worst halftime show ever? Like, the audio was weird. I thought somebody else was going to pop out on stage. By choosing The Weeknd, they really didn't have a lot of people they could just bring out that he collabed with in the past. Then you could say, oh, well, it's because of COVID that we didn't have other people. Yeah, okay. Well, as much as they test people, pretty sure they know who has it and who doesn't.